Your graphics card might not be quite powerful enough for heavy color correction work, but you should be fine to do HD editing and basic color correction. Yeah, that seems like a good place to start. Xbox One is the future of gaming. Xbox One will bring gaming to the top. It's so next gen, it even blows a $20,000 gaming computer away. Do you want to see what a $20,000 gaming PC looks like? It looks something like this. Yeah, like this. No, wait, he doesn't have VR. Okay, there we go. Seriously though, an Xbox One? The console that's said to be weaker than the PS4. The PS4, part of the weakest console generation in history, being 5 years outdated the day it came out, would blow a $20,000 gaming PC away. I just love that your name is Dell. You're too ironic. OMFG, why in the world would you need that much RAM? Or 12 cores? 4K gaming? Nope. I've been gaming in 4K for over 2 years. I never use more than 16 gigabytes of RAM and very rarely top 6 gigabytes VRAM. Seriously. Also, never top 4 cores for that matter. Where do you get off telling others how to build their systems? Are you jealous? Do you not want anyone to have a better system than you? I'll bet that if someone gave you a 6-core processor, a nice new MOBO, and 32 gigs of RAM, you'd be singing a different tone. Let the poor guy be. 30 FPS is fine as long as it's stable with no input lag. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I hate when developers don't optimize for input lag. Lazy a-holes. Seriously though, input lag is based on the time it takes for your screen to display the action you told it to, like moving your character. Just in case you were wondering. Sorry to be a jerk, but this series is about people saying dumb things, so... Do not release Bloodborne for PC. PC gamers are a bunch of elitist douchebags. They don't deserve this PS4 exclusive. If they want to play Bloodborne, they should buy a PS4 like a gentleman. Right. See, as a gentleman, you should go on a website and write a petition to shut people out of a gaming experience. Only a true gentleman would be happy to lock games away from other gamers. What a joke. Guess I'm stuck being a douchebag because I wanted to play a game. You know, like gamers do. The lower the FPS, the more it damages the eyesight. I'm a biology student, and this fact was included in a computer tech lesson. To simply put, lower FPS equals damage to eyesight. So even when 30 FPS looks better in some games, from medical side, it's way worse for your own health than playing the same game on 60 FPS. I could go deeper about this, but I made it as simple as possible. Go watch some IT channels if you don't believe. This fact is mentioned from time to time. Hey guys, cows give you rashes. Let me try to simplify this for you. Cow equals rashes. Look, if you don't believe this fact, you're gonna need to go watch some vegan channels. I'm not gonna be helpful and link you to any, as they all bring up this fact from time to time. Wow, this, my friends, is proof that console peasants are not the only ones who say stupid things. Consoles are worth it. PC gaming is really expensive. You need to spend a lot of bucks for You need to spend a lot of bucks for PC, then an oh my god, and then upgrade every 6 months. Instead, console can last for 2 to 3 years, and it's cheaper, even though we get less graphics, but still, it never staggers because there's an FPS lock. Also, some games like God of War are not for PC, so I suggest console gaming. He's right, PC gaming is really expensive. I mean, you get more bang for your buck, and your games play at higher resolutions, and your frame rates are better, and there's the fact that you can emulate a ton of old console games, so I mean, all of those are available to you on one system. Oh, and you can upgrade it anytime you want to, so it kind of makes it cheaper to maintain in the long run as opposed to getting a new console every few years. Oh, but yeah, God of War isn't on PC. Until the PS4 is emulated, that is. Regardless, I suggest console gaming. It's better. But PC gaming is dead. Sadly, PC gaming is dead. The numbers speak for themselves. It's only old school PC gamers that keep PC gaming alive. Otherwise, there'd be no need to kickstart the likes of Divinity OS, Wasteland 2, Pillars of Eternity, and plenty of other games. But because F2P MOBAs who bank on the hopes and dreams of poor third world country kids from around the world are doing well, even though the overwhelming number of PC games get pathetic sales numbers, there's always exceptions, but they happen rarely, aka the last time it did was Diablo 3, and that, again, sold on the back of D2, and mostly old school fans along with its hype. But somehow, PC gaming is alive. What? You just said it was dead. Okay. How many PC games, or any games for that matter, did you kickstart? That's what I thought. None. Thankfully, PC gaming is thriving because it's old school fans and Kickstarter, not because of pretenders and wannabes on IGN who only do so to have the ammo to help them feel better about whatever they're fanboying over. His only argument is that PC gaming is full of old school gamers. I mean, he said it 18 times, so maybe there's something to that. Then again, I got into PC gaming when I was 18. So... Oh, wait a minute. He probably means that PC gamers are more mature. So consoles are for children? Hey, I don't agree, but I mean, if that's what you want to believe, I'm open to every opinion. Breath of the Wild Switch doesn't need to run 60 FPS. It needs consistent 30 FPS. Better textures and draw distance, anti-aliasing, and why not? 1080p while playing on TV. The tablet screen only needs a resolution of 720p. But only in fast-paced games like platformers like Mario, shooters like Splatoon, and racing games like Mario Kart. But in Zelda games, the action isn't that fast, except Hyrule Warriors, which has a different gameplay. Most Zeldas don't run at 60 FPS, and they're played perfectly because they don't need to. For Breath of the Wild, 30 FPS are enough. Also, a video game at 30 FPS looks more cinematic. Oh my god, you didn't just do that. And that fits for a Zelda game. Actually, I'm a PC gamer. Yeah, of course you are. And I like to play Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed, and Batman games at 30, so they look like a movie that way. In a sense, Breath of the Wild would look like an anime movie at 30 FPS. Yeah, I definitely agree. I love limiting my response time so I can play games the same way I watch choppy movies. To be honest, actually, I've been watching more movies at 48 FPS instead, and oh my god, guys, it's the future. The higher the frame rate, the better in literally every single way. But look, I think the thing most people don't understand is 30 FPS is not smooth. 60 FPS is not inherently inconsistent. If Nintendo had beefier specs in that console, the game could have the same beautiful textures at 60 FPS, which is a win every time. This is why people get upset. Not because you have to sacrifice one for the other. Are you mentally retarded? Square Enix is a combination of Squaresoft and Enix. You know what they're famous for? Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest / Warrior. Do some research before you make your video, idiot. A perfect example of a console peasant. So what if Square Enix is Squaresoft and Enix combined? He was just proving his point that what the commenter said was idiotic, and he has proven it well. He was wrong, and if you think that the combination of Square Enix started with PC games, that is wrong too. Both of you need to pull your head out of your and do some proper research. Also, Activision / Blizzard started on console as well. Buddy, you're missing the point of the video. Had you watched it, you would have noticed that at the end, I talked about how irrelevant all this was. By the way, Squaresoft's first game was developed on the PC. It was titled The Death Trap, and it was made in 1984. Square Enix's first game was Bakusau Yankee Damashi, which was developed on Windows. This whole argument is stupid, as it's just a repeat of the video you did not watch all the way through. Thanks for playing. Now, as you guys know, I'm generally a calm guy. I'm normally a nice and patient person, but when you're a jerk to my subscribers, I can't tolerate that. I'm trying to get better, I really am, but if you're gonna throw a punch, you better hit me. Why? 'Cause PC games suck. Like what? You got me there. I never had a clue what kind of PC games there is. Then how do you know they suck? 'Cause isn't realistic as PS3 and PS4 games nowadays. 'Cause isn't realistic, guys. Firstly, you don't even pretend to know what you're talking about. And then, you pretend to know what you're talking about. Guys, I don't make this series to make fun of people. I make it to educate. When people tell me, Barry, you're just trying to make console gamers look dumb, the only thing I can say is, no man, these people are doing that themselves. Today's video may seem a bit more pretentious than normal, and sometimes I get in that mood. I hope you guys know I'm just messing around, and as a sign of good faith, I decided to share a picture with you guys. One that displays perfectly the difference between console gamers and PC gamers. At least, that's what the picture says. I did about as much research as the person who made it. Enjoy.